Hi, Abel. Good morning.
Morning, how are you doing?
I'm fine. I'm not supposed to be in the office today.
Yes.
Hello there.
Good morning. Yes, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good
Yes,
morning.
sorry.
Good morning. How are you doing?
We are
I'm all
fine.
right.
We're good.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm very sure um you've, you've not met my colleague Abel, or I think you have. Abel Gaya. Abel, just introduce yourself for the second time.
Yes, morning again, Mr. Tolu Lope. Eva Gaya, Deputy Research Manager at CleanTech Hub. So I'm assisting and supporting BNC on this project. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, thank you. It's nice to meet big people like this. Deputy research. That's a good one.
Likewise.
It's yes. So we'll just go straight to the interview since we know that time is on our side and then Mr. Tolope has to be
Okay.
by 9 sharp. Yes, I'm very sure Mr. Tolope, you've gone through the interview questions. So it's just that we'll just ask you formally and then you just answer us. Thank you so much for the opportunity given once again.
Thanks for having me. I did glance through it, but I can't remember any of the questions anyway.
Yes, I'll ask them one by one. So firstly, we'll be asking, okay, so what's your full name?
Okay, my full name Olukokun, which is the surname. Tolulope Opeyemi Shijuade Alani. That's my full name.
Okay, wow. Wow. So I
But I usually
Tolu
use
Lope.
Tolulope Opeyemi Olukokun alone.
Okay.
So that should be full
Wow.
enough too.
Yeah, it's very full. Yes, so the name of the organization.
Okay, my company is Think Bikes Limited because I run a couple of organizations. But I believe Think Bikes is what is relevant to this interview or meeting.
Yeah. So what's your position in the organization?
I'm the CEO and the founder of the company.
Wow. What a great opportunity for us to be interviewing the CEO of Team Bikes.
Benchits, are you patronizing me right now?
I am not. I'm just saying what an opportunity we have. I mean, we're interviewing someone that won the MSMEs Awards for Southeast. It's not easy. Yeah. So where is your organization situated? That is the location of the organization.
Currently, we are in Ibadan and Lagos, and we have the manufacturing. Sorry, excuse me, in Lagos, in Ibadan rather, and the assembly in Lagos.
Okay. Wow, that's interesting. So okay, the next question is the organization registered?
Is it registered? Hello?
Yes, sorry about that. I had it.
Yeah. It's registered. I mean, we are a full
Okay.
company, registered, paying tax and everything.
Just give us a brief background about your organization. Just a brief background to your organization.
Basically, we are manufacturing electric cargo bikes. We are one of the few in Africa able to last mile solution for businesses. This would be the most affordable for them. They are able to do more with less. So quite a number of people are now aware that moving goods emits a lot of the trucks we use, and most trucks use diesel, which is much more dirty than any other kind of fuel. So by the time we start using bicycles that can carry up to 300 kg and, through distances, we are saving a whole lot of carbon emissions that would have been, emitted if the bikes were not used. So that's why we have the company. We got registered 2020, and our first POC was in 2019, which was exhibited. So far, we have a product with users. We're getting feedback, preparing for mass production come next year. Yeah.
Wow. Great things you're doing there. Yes, so I'm very sure from your answers
you.
already, next question is supposed to be what area of mobility does your organization fall under? But from your answers already, you know that it's bikes and three-wheelers, all right?
Yes. Bicycles, electric bicycles, micromobility majorly.
Micromobility majorly. Okay, that's good. So, what was the motivation for creating the organization? And what are the challenges in the Nigerian market that you
It's
see to
hard to
overcome?
hear you because you are breaking, actually.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can.
Okay, yeah, sorry about that. I said, what was the motivation for creating the organization? So you look at the challenges you saw in the Nigerian market that you seek to overcome through the formation of the company.
So quite a lot of things, because when you look at Nigeria, you see a lot of problems, and most of those problems could be solved by one solution, but they are multifaceted, and you begin to think about them. Number one, personally, the whole mobility stuff started with me when I wanted to go and I was not fuel. I wanted an alternative to power my vehicle. What alternatives will I get? That was when I started my mobility journey. I started back as 2012. And I know quite a lot of people could have been so pissed off with the system like that too. Even like you're experiencing right now, no fuel, people cannot move goods, everything is just skyrocketing. Inflation has been reported to be 20% right now. That's one. Two is that Small Business Administration said that 50% of businesses die in 3 years of their existence. You see, the mismanagement of the founders alone, but sometimes the terrain where they're doing the business is very, very hard and harsh to do business in Nigeria. Part of which is bad road infrastructure, places where vehicle cannot fly, the high cost of transportation. When the customers are displeased about the time you are getting their goods to them, So and World Bank even highlighted bad roads and current means of transportation as one of the reasons for food shortage and food insecurity in Nigeria. Because most of those solutions are prone to damages and accidents and all. And you will recall that a few years back, not even a few years back, a few months back, there was a report of a truck trying to offload goods in Onitsha, and the brake failed and it ran over people, killing people. The same thing happened in Ibadan. Trucks in the markets that are known for tiny batteries. What are they doing there? So these are evidences that we lack certain things, which is called last mile transportation. So all of these cumulated into saying we can solve this problem. How? Electric cargo bikes, electric bicycle, So that was what brought up this thing. So Looking at the cost of importing these bicycles as well, I saw that a small me cannot afford it, let alone the small businesses that really need the solution. I had to look into my background and say, okay, I'm an engineer. I majored in automobile. The least I can do is to make a bicycle. I must be able to make a bicycle here. And we started after a few months of product development. We have a product that is useful for our people, and that's it. That's what motivated it. So quite a number of things coming together to say this is the right path to go. That's it. Can you hear me?
Wow, that's very, yes, I can hear you clearly. That's very interesting to know that people just go out and then because of the circumstances they face, they become inventors and then they get their brains thinking. That's really interesting to know. Um, I don't know, Abel, do you have any questions so far before I continue with the rest of the questions?
No, just one. So when you say you then went into producing the bicycle, this was just want to ask, this was based on personal financing.
Oh, you mean I was using my own money to do it or what?
Yes, yes.
Or because I couldn't afford it?
Yeah.
I didn't get the question clearly.
No. Did you source finance from your own personal savings?
It's a very nice question. See, now I'm still doing everything by my own financial stuff. It's been fully funded by me.
Wow.
Yeah, till now.
Oh.
Like the only break I got was a grant I got from Siemens in 2021, June. Yeah. With this Siemens
Yes.
and 10,000 euros. And I mean, I've spent well over $100,000 in this thing. So, see, funding it's not bread and butter when it comes to Nigeria, especially when you are in the hardware space and you are not into software. Everything is on me. And that explains why probably the solution is slow to get to market, and quite a number of things. And sometimes you see the advantage of doing that because it gives you time to reflect on your solutions to get the solution right. If we could argue that if there has been money, we could have brought in, experts we could pay and accelerate the rate at which we develop the solution. But then, slow and steady win the race. Starting small win the race. But if you have any means of getting me fund, I don't mind. I want the money. We have the solution. People have tested it. We want to, have a lot of it now. So yeah. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Thank
wow.
you.
So that's
No,
very
go ahead.
interesting to know. Yes, that's very interesting to know because even I here, I sat down to look at the financing structure of the mobility in Nigeria, and then I know that that's one major issue we have to conquer before we get into the market. That leads me to the next question. What is your penetration strategy into the market? Like, how do you intend to? What is your penetration strategy, and then how do you intend to expand into other markets after penetrating your first market? Because I know that you're not just looking at just Nigeria, we're looking at globally. So what penetration strategy are you using for Nigeria, and then how do you intend to expand into other markets after you first penetrated Nigeria?
So like I told you, I mean, despite the fact that our current price is half the price of what you would get it if you are importing from China, quite a lot of people cannot still afford it, and this makes us to get our customers from anywhere in the country. So I have a lot of customers in Abuja. At least I have 4 of my bikes there. I have in Lagos, I have in Ogun State. So you see that you cannot control your immediate market and say, okay, you just want to sell in this market because people that are interested are far away from you, Abuja, Ogun, and Lagos, when we are just seated in Ibadan and just moving to Lagos now. So the strategy is basically that we are online. People can reach us online. We are getting all the publicity we need,
Okay.
and we've not done any major adverts because we just want to learn from our users what the problem is. And some of them have reported it to us, and we are taking notes moving forward as we improve on our product. So to go to the rest of Africa, yes, right now I have more than 5 orders from different African countries: Sudan, Ethiopia, Ghana,
Wow.
Kenya. Yes, but we cannot give it to them until we are done with our pilot
Our
phase.
Okay.
So by the time we get to the commercialization phase where we produce in mass and we can now say, okay, send so number to Kenya, send so number to this. So the window to go to other African countries is already opened, and we are going to explore it as soon as we feel we are ready.
Okay. Oh, that's so interesting to know. I mean, so I have a question with regards to that. So when you want to assemble this, do you assemble it in Lagos before
Speak
you
out,
take it?
please.
Sorry about that. I said, do you assemble it in Lagos before you transport it to this state, or you take the raw materials to the state and then assemble it there? Because I think I saw one of your
Uh,
pictures where you assembled one in Abuja.
yes. So we have designed that bike to be modular. So just like you
Okay.
can knock it down, and when you get to where you want to, put it together, you couple it together with a few bolts and nuts, and it
Okay.
becomes whole again. So because of our head cost, production is easier for us in Ibadan. So for the Lagos market, we just take all the same way we take it to Abuja is the same way we take it to Lagos, where we now
Okay.
assemble it and for different use cases. So like I used to say, our bike is the same for the 3-wheel, but the carrier is different. The cargo box is different. You see the one for net, you see the one for box, you see the one for
Okay.
farmers, logistic company, waste plastic recycler. Even we are working on the one for passengers. You can sit down and you are driven. So those are
Wow.
that's what we are trying to put together, and which has been working.
Sorry.
Yeah, thanks.
Okay. All right. So I'll just move to the next question. What is your financial or business model? What financial or business model are you using to replicate and see how you can get this raise your profit, or raise more capital for the business?
So currently we are B2B. We're selling to businesses, and soon we want to go to
Okay.
B2B, B2C anyway, depending on the way you see it. Because
Okay.
it's easier for businesses to patronize us because they use it for their business. But sometimes, when you look at it's being debated. When you look at the people trying to help people in the market to move what they have bought to the bus stop using wheelbarrow, you know, people say they are also doing business, but I feel they are just individuals trying to to make ends meet. So I call them B2C. Like you can just lease our cargo because where we are going is we want to be able to lease this cargo or pay as you go as you use it. You don't have to own it. That's the way we feel the
Oh,
people that really need it that cannot afford to buy can make use of it for their businesses, the way like a shared system where you can just use and pay for what you use. So that's where we are going. That's the essence of us looking for fun and all. Then as time goes on, we want to go into our own logistics. We want to be able to use the bike to move goods from one place to the other for people. And why we are still manufacturing and selling. So we believe electric bikes can change the economy of Nigeria as a whole. And it will be all profit for us because we are reducing carbon emission. We are improving the profitability of small businesses because they now spend less on transportation. The consumers will also benefit by not having a high cost of commodity, a lot of advantages. So we believe we are playing a very important role where the economy is improved.
Okay. Yeah, that's really interesting. I mean, it's a good solution, especially for those ones when all those guys that are in the market barrel, help people move their goods from the market to where they are being packed. So the cargo bike, I think, would be a very good one for them there, even if it's just for them to rent it or a company buys it and then share it for them. All right. So with this now, who are your target customers?
Like small businesses, MSME, micro, small, and medium enterprise, and which farmers belong to, which plastic collectors, recycler belongs to, logistic guys belong to, distributors, warehouses, manufacturers, FMCG, right? Retailers, those that want to hawk anything,
Yeah, so
customers. So,
yeah, especially those that do mobile hawking. So you can just use that as
yeah,
your mobile hawking. That's interesting.
yes. And if you look at the farm make model that use bicycle to hawk their stuff, I mean, this is suitable for them. Because we are coming
Yeah.
up with other boxes that are cooler boxes. They
Okay.
chill, yes, for vegetables, for frozen food.
Yeah, that would be good for we women, or market women. Transport our
Yeah, I
vegetable
mean,
to market and it will still be fresh. Because using the
exactly
normal
that.
car, the heats from the boots of the car, especially
Mhm,
green. It's
mhm.
yeah, but that's great. Wow, that's lovely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think you've answered this question. How did you raise your capital? You said personal financing, right? And then,
Mhm.
yeah. So we'll just move to the next question. What has been your greatest challenge so far? What has been your greatest challenge?
So, well, funding.
Funding.
Isn't the greatest one? Yes, it's always the greatest thing. You have good idea, you see people see it working and they're still pessimistic.
Yes.
They are still telling you
Yeah.
what about this, what about that. I mean,
Mm.
what about this, what about that? I've put all my life into this. That's enough, right? But it's not
Yeah.
enough in the real world. So apart from that, you see, this is the first time this is done in Nigeria. So you don't have ready-made expertise. You get
Yes.
so everybody you want to bring on board, you need to train them.
Mm.
So that takes a whole lot of effort. And you train them in few months, they say they are going.
You're going.
People say sign bunch, sign this. See, you cannot just force anybody to work for you if they are not happy.
That's the
It's
thing.
even
Yeah.
more dangerous keeping them when they are not happy working with you. And why are they not happy? Of course, the company is just starting. For several months, I have not made any sales that I was still developing uh, the product. I was paying salaries, you know?
Wow.
So it's extremely, extremely difficult. These are a lot of challenges that kept a lot of people saying, what is it? Let me go and find a job and leave this shit.
Yeah.
So when we say funding, it's not just funding to marry, it's funding
For
like
R&D and the rest.
R&D, paying salaries, getting your products, to market fit. I mean, like,
Mm.
It's quite difficult. So I could be saying a lot of challenges right now. Like there are some components we cannot make by ourselves. We have to outsource them. And
Okay.
these people, maybe one or two components out of 50. And for 6 weeks, they are still giving me complaints. There's no light. My generator is spoiled. I feel like every other thing is ready. It's just you delaying my production. What the hell is this? This country. I mean, it's painful, very
It's
painful.
very painful, I understand.
You know, so all of those things, I just had coaches that told me, hey, everything you have to do vertical integration, my dear. Everything you want to do for yourself.
Okay.
Better you do it. Everything you need, you better do it for yourself. So I have to buy late for this. I have to buy CNC for that. I have to buy. That expands the costs of what I need again. And at the end of the day, it boils down to funding. So different challenges. By the time you look at it, you see that it all comes back to funding. You know?
Yeah.
It's been a lot. I've had no break of challenges, no break at all.
I'm very sure even when we have expanded to the rest of the world, we'll still have challenges because they keep coming forth as you grow.
If there is money to handle it, probably it will be easier. There are good challenges and there are really, really bad challenges. Good challenges, okay, you have expanded to the world and I mean, you have to keep up with the customers, blah, blah, blah. Those are good challenges. But this right now is a very bad challenge.
So we hope to pass through that. So before I ask you the last question, Abel, do you have any questions so far? Comments?
You mean me?
No, Abel.
Okay.
Hello?
We can hear you.
Okay, sorry, I asked on the chat. I couldn't
Okay,
talk at the moment.
All right, let me ask. So this question is from Abel. He said, how much do R&D expenses make up the company's total expenses? And do you typically develop digital technologies into these vehicles?
So you see, it's good to have a budget for R&D, but R&D is always open.
Okay.
So our first prototype cost us about 2 million naira.
Wow.
First prototype. Yeah. Because we have to decide based on what is locally available to us. If we really want to reduce the cost. So we have to go to different markets to see what is available, forth and back. So sometimes we make do with what we have. At the end of the day, it won't work. We'll have to go back. You know? So at that moment, when I had like 5 million, I was already using 2 million for prototype. How much is that? That's almost 50, let's say 45% of what I have of my budget. You know? I was going to pay rent, I was going to pay salaries, different things. So as it is right now that we have a product and we are improving on it, we still have about 20% of our budget on R&D, because even as at this week, we started looking at our 2-wheel bicycle. We want to go into that segment as well.
Okay.
And different other segments. We want to do 2-wheel cargo bike too, So we continue to develop on all of these things, but our flagship product is a 3-wheel, which can carry a lot of load and is useful for a lot of people. We'll see that to a logical conclusion where it's stable, it's durable, it's useful. So once that is done, then we move to other segments and it will be like coasting home. Because we just discovered that the three-wheel is also tedious to make rather than the two-wheel, you know. So
Okay.
our R&D is this is everything we have right now, and everybody is involved in it because you know it's and we are building digital technology definitely, IoT, uh, different things because that's where we are going for us to be able to use mobile application to maintain and manage and monitor these bicycles, especially for pay as you go model we are trying to run into. I hope that answer your question.
Yeah, that's it. So to round up the interview, I'll ask you this last question. So, what are your plans for human capital development and a career path for technical skills development? Because I know you've complained about skills training, where you train some people and 2 months they're off. So, what are your plans for human capital development?
Yeah, you see, we keep developing the capacity of the people, right? We are open to internship. We announce internship, especially for people that already have one or two skills in any area.
Yeah, I
We
think I've
start
seen
bringing them in the e-mobility, system because this is the future. By the time they start having the concept, then the future of work becomes interesting and easy. And basically, recently we were contacted by the NYSC scheme to be an
Wow,
official trainer for them,
that's
and
good.
so we are taking NYSC into our company as well. So every you see, because this is new, once you come into that company and you are to work, you are getting new challenges every day that we are solving, and that is expanding your capacity. You are beginning to picture what goes on with the likes of Tesla, Toyota, even though they have a lot of
Yeah,
money in R&D, but this is a scaled down, process of it. So the better we do, or the more success we achieve, is uh, prepares you to say, okay, I've been part of this, and I've learned a lot. Then I can do this. It's extremely difficult when you have nobody to copy or emulate.
yeah.
Competition do well when they see your product and say, oh, we can improve on this product and on the market. We don't even have anything to look at. So so once you come in, you already know that you are going to be taxed
Yes, that's true.
a lot, brain, energy, different aspect. So, and together we are improving. I mean, in the beginning, I didn't get the team right because a lot of people couldn't wait. We were
Yeah.
not generating revenue, but then more youthful and
Yes.
intelligent team members are coming up that are enthusiastic, that want to learn, and they are proud of their products, what they worked on, being used elsewhere. And, you know,
Yes.
and
The
the morale
feeling
is even more higher when we won the award of excellence in
manufacturing.
manufacturing. I mean,
Yeah.
that would be the first contact with the government so far since we started. And it's huge for us. And,
No,
that put
it's
us
really
on
huge.
yeah, on a pedestal where a lot of people are now focusing on and say, "Ah, what are those guys doing?" and all like that. So that's it. We are open to it. Maybe we cannot just say there's 3 day workshop, come and learn. No, maybe we are not open to that yet. But
Okay.
so far you come across our company for internship to work or as NYC core member, you are learning and your
Okay.
capacity is being developed.
Developed. Yeah, that's really good. It's really interesting. Well, I hope that when we come to bring people for internship, we'll also be accepted as NYC to be accepted because we're planning on seeing how we could get an EV academy going and then see how we can now get those people that will register for it for internship in some of these startups to learn. So
So for us, right? Because one of the caveats is that we are not a training institute.
Yeah, I
So
know that.
if you don't have any kind of skill at all, you won't be accepted. So you either
Okay.
have skill in embedded system, skill in welding, skill in. So there, you are helping us as much as we are also helping you.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
But if you are just green and you are saying, no, I can learn on the, so we'll tell you, nobody is ready to start telling you this is A or this is B. Nobody will
Mm.
tell you this is 48 volt or 28 volts.
Foods.
We'll
Yeah.
give
Yeah.
it to you and say, figure it out. Oh yeah, pack those batteries, make 48 volts, 2P, 5S. And we give you all those code and you are able to figure it out. You say, okay, the question should be, why are we using these 2P, 5S? Then that is more interesting than saying, what is 2P? What is 5S? How can I bring it together? You are draining us because we don't even have enough hand. You get so, and we just want the work to keep going. But then
Yeah.
we just say have some skill. I just have some skill, like, and you'll be a perfect match for us.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
great. So I think we are done with the interview. I'll just ask Abel to give his final speech, then we'll round up the whole interview because I know he said by 9 you should be out.
Yes, because my wife is here at home and I'm always the one dropping her at work. So.
Okay. Okay. Oh, wow. Wow. That's lovely.
Oh, really? We are saving costs. Our place is far to town.
Okay.
Mm.
So Abel, do you have any final comments or more questions for Mr. Tolulope of Tin Bikes?
Yes, just one. So you mentioned NYSC and the Manufacturing Excellence Award. I'm wondering if you've received any recognition or support or verbal support from the Lagos State or your state governments or any agencies in those governments.
So, I hope you are not a politician because what you touched on is critical. It's one of the things why I've been so angry. Off
Wow.
record right now. Oyo State has never, for once, saw that we are doing something really massive in the state, and that's very painful.
Yeah.
The saving grace we had was the National MSME Award we received recently. And despite the fact that they all saw it on TV and said, think by Oyo State, let's say I got a couple of calls after some persuasion, but then nothing has happened so far. And every other person that won a category, different categories in their respective states, have been recognized by their state government and governor, even given what's it called? Extra funding, like 5 million naira in Imo, 5 million naira in Borno, 5 million naira in Sokoto. And I mean, this is huge. If it's not audio, this is huge. This will push us forward. This will help us. If we could get that to help us employ quite a number of people. So when it comes to that, no, I've not received any kind of recognition in the States. The promises are tiring, are very tiring. I'm not interested in promises. Do what you need to do, let's move on. Because one of the things I discovered is that if your local government or state government can pledge their support or give you such kind of recognition, international organizations see you as more credible for support.
Yes.
Because come to think of it, the government cannot give you all the money you need, but the international organizations can, So off the record again, last month we were announced in Lagos for a particular different program that it doesn't necessarily do with the state government of Lagos. Are you with me?
Yes.
Because it's a competition that was contested for, and only those that merited it was given. So we announced as to get a grant. We don't even know the amount of the grant, and we have not even received it since last month. And you see, thank God that Lagos is even organizing that kind of programs. But the delays, the bureaucracy
Mm.
is tiring. So you are expecting this for more than a month now, and it's not coming, So beyond recognition, we just need a playing ground where innovations like this can thrive. So apart from fighting the whole world, because I'm in hardware sector, because you it's easier for people in software rather than people in hardware.
Okay.
And I still do not have the necessary tool, the necessary help I need around me. Sincerely, a lot of people in my position will have given up from the first 6 months. A lot. You need to see the comments when people saw me receive the award that, man, you've paid it forward. You've tried. Man, this is well deserving. Because people that have been in my shoes and have given up recognize the kind of tenacity, hard work, effort you have to put in place. And one of the best person I can commend for that is my wife. It's been years I put money in this family. It's been years. Like every other fund I receive goes into this. So, I mean, I don't know if you have the means to orientate people in government to say, okay, look for impact-driven ventures. Nigeria lacks infrastructure. We have too much deficit when it comes to infrastructure development. Not every one of us. Tesla has to build cars, not because America lacks car builders. And that's hardware. I mean, another program where a Nigerian based in US was disturbing my life with scalability. How scalable is this? How that? I said, what do you mean how scalable is this? If Tesla is the most valuable car maker company in the world right now, how scalable is it? Does Tesla even have Africa in his mind? It's based in America, it's looking at American market, European market, and Asian market. So how scalable is it? So you are now disturbing my life with just bicycle that I'm building and telling me how scalability. Do you even know the meaning of scalability? This is replicable everywhere. A friend of mine have done all the feasibility study and said, Tolu, just give us your design. We can start this in Kenya right now. I said, well, except to be my competition, I cannot be in Kenya right now. You get it. Are you asking me how scalable it is? So the bias, the sentiment for software is killing the industry. Now, let me give you one statistic before we go. Custom will come and say, we made so trillion in duty. We made so. Are they importing software? Are they exporting software? Is it not hardware products? People at the base of the pyramid are the ones susceptible to insecurity so much. If you are funding software companies, before you employ people in software, they must have specific skills. It is too costly for them to have those skills because they don't even want to. So most people, if you keep funding software company, will be out of job. It's only manufacturing hardware companies that can put them to job. Even if it's packing both or not, even if it's coupling bicycles, even if it's the people that came to assemble our wheel, put spoke and hub on the wheel of the bicycle. The guy is what can I is has disability with his leg. When he coupled a lot of wheels, he was so happy receiving money going home. You have helped such person to put food on the table. Where in software company will you see that kind of opportunity? And that person is off the street begging. He says, hey, please call me whenever you have another set of wheel to do. You see, that's the joy. That's the painter will come and paint the bike. Different aspect of it requires people with low skill and they can earn a decent kind of living. I mean, you begin to look at it and say, are we really normal in this country? Somebody is when those software companies, after all the software, and they still have to transport physical goods, what will they use? Email address. They will email rice and beans to your house. It's funny. It's frustrating the way people reason. I would let it be at this point, anyways.
Yes, it's so unfortunate in this country, especially for entrepreneurs like you. But hopefully we can, as the sector develops and we see different sources of funding and improvements in the supply chain, hopefully things will get better. But yeah, well, we appreciate your resilience, at least. Okay, I think
Thank you.
for now that is all from me as well. But
Yeah,
hope we'll speak again sometime.
no problem.
All right, so.
All right.
Yeah, thanks.
Thank you very much, Mr. Tolope, for the time and the knowledge. Yeah, we are really grateful. We don't take your time for granted.
Thank
So,
you for having me. I appreciate always having me in your plans. So it's time to bring the money, not just talk alone.
yes. So, the end point of this is to just put them all in writing and then put them out there so that people can see that yes, there are people working. I was very shocked when I was having a discussion with NEDDC, and the only people they knew that are doing electric bicycle or electricals was Mass Energy. So I had to start listing your name, the guy in Enugu and the rest, and they're like, wow, so there are people in this sector.
Don't
So
mind any DDC. If you go on my, they are too tribalistic. I know Jelani. I will tell you a little story. I hope you can stop recording right now, please.
let me see if I can. I can't do that.
Who can do that? Anyway, you started the record. You can stop the record now. So what I'm saying is, at an exit, okay, so at the iFair program, I asked them to invite him. I met with him. I told him what we were doing. He gave me a card to call, except he will pick my call tomorrow morning. And that of his PA as well. So during the exhibition at the final stage of the iFair, one of their persons came, saw the bicycle, took pictures with it, took pictures with me, sent it to Jelani immediately and said, these people are here right now. He said, wow, are they selling already? He said, yes, they are already having their product in the market. He said, I will call him, except he will call me tomorrow. But when I just don't want, see, because you're on record, I don't want to say a lot of things anyway.
Yeah, I understand.
But that's to let you know. Because the man screenshot that conversation to me, he invited me to their office in Abuja, but my flight was for the next day, 10 a.m. I couldn't meet up, you know. So denying that they know these names and all is a lie, blatant lie. It's a complete lie. I'm telling you that fact. Because if you go on my Instagram, you will see that person taking pictures with our bicycle.
Wow.
Okay, if you don't even know the name at all, how come the vice president announced it and said, yeah, people doing well in clean technology and everything? See, it's in Nigeria with this, don't worry. Nigeria with this. We know what they go on. But God pass them. God pass all of them.
Thank you very much. I regards to your wife, and that was because it's like 7 minutes of your time.
Yeah. Thanks,
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
enjoy
bye.
the rest of the day.
Yeah, bye.
Bye.
Have a nice day, sir.